Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. Let's get right into the video with some nail art. This is one of my favorite clients. Her name is Karen. I'm getting her right today. So I'm going in with one of my favorite shades of polishes for any nude pink base colors for nail art. It is VBPURE's 176. It's in their Go Nude collection. Everything in that collection I love. I know it looks a little sheer, but with the second coat, the color really comes through and covers everything up. I really like their Go Nude collection for a lot of my base nail art colors. And onto the other hand, we're going right in with a thin coat. After this coat, I'm going to put it in a lamp for 60 seconds. I always cure for 60 seconds. Y'all, do you guys think my pink gloves are cute? I might get pink gloves again because those are cute. Going right in, brush, 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 brush. Paint, 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 paint. And we're just putting coat number 2 back on this hand. The second coat really covers everything up. Any little piece where I could see the acrylic through. Look at that color. Okay. Coat number 2 on this hand. Sometimes I skip the pinky because I pick up too much product. So if you ever see me, you'll see me doing that in a lot of my videos. I kind of skip right over the pinky and go right into the ring finger, and then I go back to the pinky. That's just when I pick up too much product. Instead of taking the product off my brush, I just go into a bigger finger and then go back to the little baby pinky because I don't want to flood its cuticle on that pinky. So if you see me doing that, that's why. I do it with acrylic too. I'll skip the pinky. All right, we're going in with my liner brush. I'm using VBPURE as a detailer brush. This is my favorite brush. I do everything with it. It's well seasoned, so I keep going back to it. Here I'm doing an abstract kind of French, kind of like the V French, but not doing straight lines. And here I'm just doing a regular French. You see me kind of going in, making sure my French is straight, but then you also see me going over the same area over and over again. That's me kind of thinning out that black polish. I don't want to cure it thick. If I cure it thick, it's going to bubble up, it's going to chip. So that's why I like my polishes really pigmented. I think that's really important. That way I don't have to do a thick coat for it to show up. I can thin it out, put it in the lamp as thin as possible. For the black polish that I'm using Not Polish OG Black. That's number 3 in their collection. I really like them. It's nice and thick, it's pigmented. And I'm doing the French on her other hand now. We really had no sense of direction for this set. She said do whatever, and I wanted to play a little bit. I just knew I wanted to do black and white. And now we go in with the white. Again, I am using Not Polish for the white as well. It's OG white. That's O2 in their collection. And for the ring finger, I'm doing a half crescent situation, half moon. That's what I call it. I think it's a really classy look. And it's still kind of that way. You get the French feel without the traditional French, which is kind of where we're going with this set, I feel like. I've got the abstract French, I've got the classic French, I've got the half crescent French. So yeah, French is the vibe. That's where we ended up. French, but not so French, you know? And then I decided to add some white to the index finger on that abstract V French as well. Just feeling Cruella de Vil vibes, tuxedo vibes, penguin vibes, call it what you want. But that's what we were feeling. And again, you'll see me kind of going over the same area over and over again, kind of dragging that polish out. I don't really need to go in to grab more color. I can just stretch that out because it is a pigmented polish, like I said. And then here on the ring finger, I wanted to add some black line work. Just kind of some curves coming on the white. You guys, this isn't even technically their liner brush. It's their detailer brush, but it is my favorite liner brush. You will see me use this over and over again in my videos. I'm really gonna try to break out the box and break in my liners because I swear I don't touch them. These are one of my favorite kind of sets where there's no sense of direction. She doesn't really care. I know her style, so it works, but I love just playing and seeing where we end up. And here's my big head in the way. I'm not gonna cut it out so you guys can see it and see my hair. But yeah, I'm doing the same thing on this side. And it's kind of not the straightest line work, but that's what I want. I want it to be kind of funky, kind of wonky. So for the pinky, I decided to do a half French, but you saw me kind of mess up there. I don't know if you see it, I messed up right there, but you'll see me save it. And I saved it in such a cool way, I think, because I ended up really liking it. Instead of curving it off and have it be smooth, which is what I've normally done and what I've seen in those kind of designs, I kind of cut it off straight, made it a little more modern, and I really like the way it turned out. So what a happy accident. Sometimes when you're doing nails, and especially when they're letting you kind of freeball it, play with your mistakes a little bit. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I do like that thicker. And sometimes I don't. Sometimes I wipe it off and I start over, but I love a happy accident. And you'll see me here as well, kind of cutting that off straight. I love it. And then I decided to add some white to kind of highlight that a little more. So I'm just kind of tracing that little outline there on both hands. For the thumb, this is where we did do a little bit of that same half moon crescent design, but I didn't take it up as high and I didn't make it as thick. Kind of kept that nice and thin. For her thummies, same thing on this hand. Now I'm just going in with my top coat. This is my favorite top coat right now. I love to get different brands and really play around and see what I like the best and what's lasting the best with my clients. And right now my favorite is Koopa's top coat. Koopa Gel Infinity. Just a regular gel top coat. It's a no wipe. It's the one I like the most. I just feel like it has such great shine. My clients are coming back after 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks and their nails look amazing for the most part, except my rough ones, you know. But yeah, it just has such an incredible shine to it. I love it. You'll also see me kind of like, it almost looks like I keep going over the same area over and over again, and that's because I'm almost scrubbing in the top coat. I kind of really want to make sure it gets in all the little divots of the nail art, since we did do nail art on top. So I'm kind of just getting that in there really good. I want to make sure it gets in all the little nooks and crannies. And then you'll kind of see me just clean up some edges, some overflow of top coat and of the nail polish. I don't want it to ruin my shape, so I'm just cleaning that up. I'm going in very lightly, very. But y'all, look at that shine. Ooh, gorgeous.